We haven't eaten or nothing either, but I brought snacks.
Cheese whiz?
He brought more snacks than what I buy for groceries in a month.
The start of North Dakota season is something we look forward to every year. A lot of preseason scouting and planning go into it, and like every year, our hopes start high.
Did you get my dub smashes?
I got your dub smashes.
No reply back or nothing.
I don't have that app.
Loading up the rest of the truck, and we're gonna be on the road again. Hasty is starting the year off for us here in North Dakota. Brennan and myself have bear tags, so we're just getting out there this weekend, kind of showing them the ropes, some of the land that we hunt, and then also we're gonna try and see if we can find some new ground this year. Got a couple spots in mind that we've seen some good bucks on last year. So be doing a little bit of scouting, a little bit of shooting bow, getting some Big and J out, some cameras. Should be a fun weekend.
You're just an animal this morning.
Dude,
Did you get 8 hours of sleep or 3 hours of sleep?
you tell me.
I'll let it out. You got a lot of ease in your bloodstream. You can't just use it all at once. I'm about ready to though.
BB squared out right here and hang the set and move on.
It looks to me like they would just come in here and round this corner of this marsh and come up here and stage before they head east over the beans, if they're hitting them at that time.
I don't like a tree that I can't hug.
You need a hug?
Not from you, but... What's he doing?
I don't know.
Mansel's in his mode right now where he makes hand gestures and we're supposed to know what the heck he's talking about. Now he's backing up.
Like a what sign, so he does some more hand motion.
Taking a break. It's about 6 o'clock in the afternoon. We're gonna have some late lunch here and get out and probably do a couple more sets, throw a blind out and some more cameras. And I think we'll go shoot our bows this evening and go on from there.
Blinds, tree stands, and cameras were all set. It was now only a short period of time until our whitetail season would begin.
September 4th. It's the
first evening out in the stand for us this year, 2015. We're in North Dakota. We kind of had a disappointing camera check this morning as far as getting inventory on mature shooter bucks. But we came to a stand well known that produces them every year, even though we didn't get the pictures of them yet. We know they're still in this area. We just had a big front come through, a nice rainstorm. It's been raining, misting, raining, thunderstorming on and off all day. It finally moved northeast out of here. So we're hoping this front moving through will get these deer up a little bit earlier and get them over here before it gets too dark to shoot.
About halfway through the first evening's hunt. Just as soon as we got settled in and everything organized, we had two fawns come running out. Just made you think that it was just gonna keep rolling after the rain we had today, but now the rain quit and the wind picked up. So if this wind don't keep them deer laid down, I guess it's probably gonna be a later evening deal before they get up on their feet.
Check cameras again today?
Yeah, we're still working on that process right now. The first two are duds. I mean, literally nothing. A doe and a fawn maybe, but we just got to the beehive. We got our first shooter finally, came through daylight this morning. Yeah, so we got a good 8-pointer, still in velvet, but the other hard knock is that the weather's not cooperating for us. We got 98% thunderstorms from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock.
We've been having a heck of a time since we've got here. We haven't had any shooters on any of our cameras. Finally this morning we did the camera run, just checking cards. We got one shooter on one of our cameras, a nice 8-pointer, probably 130 range, a real mature deer. So finally got what we're looking for, but now we're battling the weather. We weren't gonna hunt today because the weather had forecasted 100% thunderstorms. It's still kind of iffy, but it let up and it gave us time to get out here and get set up, but we did not hang tree stand. We just kind of brushed in on the ground. Hopefully ambush this deer before he walks by the camera. So he's here in daylight this morning. Hopefully he comes by in daylight this afternoon. Look at that copper patch on his forehead. Come on, baby, feed this way. He's just feeding in that green grass. We gotta figure him out, fine-tune it a little bit. He's a lot bigger than what he looked in pictures. We only got 3 pictures of him this morning. One was blurry. His right side's really strong. I don't know, I would probably put him right at 140, in the 140s. But needless to say, that really doesn't matter. He's a mature deer. He's at least a 4-year-old. Let's just hope it stays light enough and he decides to come over here.
The first couple weeks of season resulted in a lot of unfavorable weather and minimal shooters showing their faces on cameras during the daylight hours. But North Dakota seems to always have a way of producing if we stay patient.
How's the drive?
It wasn't that bad actually. Traffic was good. I made breakfast for you. You got coffee?
Yeah, bro. Shooters we do have on camera just are inconsistent right now. I mean, they're coming in, but
It's just a matter of time.
yeah.
we'll get the weather front eventually. And crops are kind of turning over right now, so I'm sure that's got them moving around.
Yeah, the beans
Coming
are
fresh out of velvet too, so.
Yeah, the beans are getting pretty crispy. So
All it takes is one to move in. You know how it is out here. One moves in and changes everything. So.
Oh, let's get coffee and hit the road. We gotta go check some spots.
Last night we checked the camera here today. Last night we had 2 good bucks. Looked like a 9 or a 10, and then a pretty good 8-pointer with plenty of shooting light. Right out in front of us here. Handful of does. We just got up in the tree. We weren't even set up. We already got a doe right 300 yards, 200 yards away out here. But it should be an awesome sit tonight. It's my first sit of the year for Whitetails, so I'm pretty pumped. First time out in North Dakota with a bow in the hand. The state's been pretty fortunate to me the last few years, so I'm hoping we can get lucky again here tonight. Start the year off awesome out in North Dakota. Last night out here in North Dakota for my first trip of the year. Sat last night, seen a handful of deer. Just not the shooters that we were hoping for, but we're actually sitting on a spot that I was fortunate enough to shoot a buck a couple years ago here. We had another shooter show up last night, new 10-pointer, and then there's another 7-pointer, but a lot of deer here have been hit or miss all year. We got a few other good spots in mind that we want to kind of just, we don't feel the time's right to hunt them. So either the wind's not right or it's just we don't feel like they're ready yet. So we're going to sit this spot tonight and maybe we'll get lucky. If not, we kind of got our eyes set on some of the other spots where we got some really good bucks on camera. Ready to go. It's only 5:30. We've been probably in the stand not even an hour. And I just looked out in the marsh here. Right out kind of in a grassy area here. Just seen to cut the back of a deer. Lift its head up. I'm pretty sure it's a 10-pointer that we had pictures of last night. It's awesome. He's up and moving already, but he just was feeding kind of out in the open CRP and trotted back behind the cattails over this way to the, looked like he was heading to the east, so it might be a while before we see him again, but good to see that he's in the area at least. Things are starting to look pretty promising. Had that little spiker in front of us. We had 3 more does over here to the east of us, and then another doe coming straight north, kind of where we last seen that buck. I don't know what happened. There's gotta be a guy out there running around that. But these deer over there to the east too hightailed it. That deer to the north heading right back in the cattails, so I hope that didn't ruin us for the night. I'm sure it didn't help though. We're not using number 6. That one's for 6-pack. Lucky number 5. Today's been an absolute rush. Got off work this morning here at 7. Had a 7.5-hour drive to get to the stand tonight here in North Dakota. We just got here about 2:30 this afternoon, just in time to get 3-4 cameras checked. This is our best bet tonight. We're hunting a stand we call the Pine Point. It's actually the spot I killed my 10-pointer last year, late season in here. We got beans off to the north, and these deer use this windrow to go to the beans in the afternoon. We put Big and Jana came around here about a month ago, and we got one real nice 10-pointer coming in here. It looks almost identical to the 10 I shot last year, a little bit bigger, but it's been pretty hit or miss. But when he's in here, he's in daylight, so we figure he's our best bet tonight. We got a perfect wind for it, but we're hanging on for dear life in this tree tonight at about 20-mile-an-hour winds. Temperatures in the 80s today, so to be honest, I'm not expecting him to show up tonight, but who knows. He was here on camera yesterday morning and then Thursday evening, so that's the last intel basically we got of this deer for the last week. But we're gonna cross our fingers tonight, hang on for dear life in this tree, and hope we don't get blown out of here.
Time to wrap it up here tonight. Been a pretty slow night, and don't want to fall in, and that little buck come underneath us right when we got in the tree. Then after that, it got pretty slow. Oh, right here, it's him. He did the same thing that buck did, that other buck. I think I heard him go down. He's a stud 10, dude. That happened so quick. Our camera, we moved the camera today, literally right where that buck's standing. And the first buck to come in tonight did the same thing. The first buck come in must have hit our scent right there and boogered back around, and he was about to do the same thing. He was quartering two, which is a shot I hate to take, but he gave me that open, hard shot, quartering right in, slid it right in, I think. That is a stud 10, man. I think I drilled him. I couldn't tell it happened so fast. Just got down here. Arrow's right over here 20 yards away. Just getting everything situated for the track here. But we're gonna go take a look at it, see what it tells us, and see if we can follow blood trail here. So fingers crossed. That striker opened him up pretty good. He's literally heading right in the same direction my buck ran, all over right here. He's laying right there, man. Look at the brows on that buck. He looks almost identical to my 10 last year. What a freaking awesome deer. September 26th today. It's actually my dad's birthday today. Happy birthday to him. Left Wisconsin early this morning. Just got out of work at 7 and made the 7.5-hour drive. Met Brennan in the cities. Got out here early this afternoon, checked a few of the cameras, and we got in the stand. It's been 80 degrees all day and 20+ mile-an-hour winds. We were getting thrown all over in that tree tonight. But checked this camera and this buck. We had picked him a little over a week ago, and he just vanished. Only had him on camera one day, and then he showed up about 2 days ago, and we had him come through the pine row here a couple times. But we got lucky tonight. I really, we were just about ready to pack it up, and all of a sudden seen tines come right through the row of pines, right into the shooting lane I had, and he gave me just enough of an angle to slide an arrow right up through him and absolutely hit him perfect. Come out on this side and definitely did work to him. That striker did a number on him, but can't thank Brennan enough coming out here. We're on a roll this year.
been pretty blessed. North Dakota's been really awesome state for me the last few years. This is my 4th buck I've shot here with the bow. Just can't get enough hunting out for these bucks early season. What a great way to start the season. We got a long road ahead of us too, so it's just an awesome beginning to the year. North Dakota has always proven to be a great trip year after year. I felt blessed to punch my tag early this season, only a few sits into the fall. The bucks were beginning to show up on the trail cameras, and the rest of the season of 2015 in North Dakota was looking promising for the rest of the crew.
Got everything set up out there in North Dakota today. Rolling back home tonight. Mike and I got to work all week, and we'll be back in North Dakota on early Saturday morning. Should have plenty of time to go around and check the spots. I think a lot's going to change this week because the harvest is in full force out there right now. A lot of the beans are coming off. Farmers are in the field like crazy, so we don't know what's going to happen. We got some good deer on camera, but I like to think they're going to play the game next weekend, but a lot could change this week. We don't know what's going to happen, but we're coming regardless. We're going to hope for the best. We got a couple good ones that we really would like to get on, so